In this tutorial, we'll walk through how to create and submit a post-hearing comment on a proposal in cdpACCESS. By the end, you'll know how to build your comment, collaborate with others, complete your documentation, and finalize your submission. To get started, navigate to My cdpACCESS in the top menu and select Comments. You can also reach this area through the Current Cycle menu, but for this demo, we'll use My cdpACCESS. Under My Comments, you can view all of your comments, including both submitted and unsubmitted. To view comments that have been submitted and designated as public, select the option under Current Cycle. When you're ready to create a new comment, click the Create Comment button. This opens a dialog where you can search for and select the proposal you want to comment on. Use the Proposal search field to find your proposal. For this demo, we'll select ADM 1325. Finding the right proposal first ensures your comment is linked to the correct code change. Once your proposal is selected, click New Comment. This opens a modal window where you'll choose the type of action your comment is based on, and this choice determines what options are available to you next. If you need to make changes to the comment, choose as Modified by Committee, AMC2. The other options do not support editing and will navigate you directly to the documentation page. Select As Modified by Committee AMC2 from the drop-down. This unlocks the instruction line options, which let you specify exactly how you want the proposal text to be changed. With AMC2 selected, you'll now see instruction line options. Further modified as follows, and replace as follows. Each one signals a different type of change to the committee. For this demo, we'll choose Modified as follows. Click Create Comment to confirm your selections. The system will redirect you to the comment editor, and notice the naming convention at the top of the page, which shows the proposal name, your username, and the comment number. Inside the Build tab, you have options to add new content, import from the codebook, or import from the proposal. Click Import from Proposal to pull in the existing proposal text as your starting point. This makes it easy to identify exactly what you want to modify. The import window shows all available sections from the proposal. You can select all of them or just the ones relevant to your comment. For this demo, we'll select one section and click Import Sections, bringing just that portion into the editor for modification. Once your section is imported, click the Edit button on that section. We will choose Delete Without Substitution from the available instructions. This tells the committee that you are requesting the removal of this text entirely. No replacement language, just a deletion. Take a moment to review the live preview, which shows the strike-through on the text you're proposing to delete, alongside the original proposal text and the codebook source. Once you're satisfied, click Save. Click the Preview tab to see how your full comment will appear. This view walks through the ROCAH. That's the Report of Committee Action Hearing 1, showing the committee's result and reasoning. On top of that option, you'll see the original proposal, the reason, and the cost impact, and finally, your proposed comment changes. The Collaborate tab lets you bring in others to work on your comment before submission. A co-proponent can make full edits. An editor can review and make changes. A viewer can only read the comment. Choose the appropriate role and send the invitation. After sending an invitation, it will appear in the Manage Collaborators section. You can change a collaborator's role here at any time. The status column shows whether they've accepted the invitation or whether it's still pending. The Tools drop-down under the Settings section gives you two administrative options: transfer the comment to another user or delete it entirely. Be aware that if you transfer the comment, you will lose your ability to access and work on it, so use this option carefully. Both actions are only available before the comment is submitted. The Documentation tab works the same way as it does for proposals. Here, you can fill in your reason statement, add content to the bibliography, and complete the Cost Impact section. In the Attach Files tab, you can attach any supporting files. You can also add notes to staff if needed, and handle the copyright section by submitting a new form or using one you've already filed. When you're ready to submit, go to the Finalize and Submit tab. Any outstanding required tasks will appear highlighted in red. You cannot submit your comment until all required items are resolved. This helps ensure nothing important is missing. Work through each required task. For this demo, that includes confirming you've reviewed your attachment and downloading it to verify. The bibliography is optional, so you can skip that if it doesn't apply. As you complete each item, it will clear from the red list. Once all required tasks are complete, the Submit Comment button becomes active. Click it to officially submit your comment. After submitting, you'll receive a confirmation receipt on screen.